Hi, I'm John Williamson and welcome to this training video which is called Keywords That Sell. So if you're wondering what the title's all about, Keywords That Sell, I've not made that to be a sort of jazzy, attractive title and we're just talking ordinary keywords. You're going to get a lot of value out of this because the reason I've called it Keywords That Sell is that in my experience, not many people know how to choose keywords that are actually going to sell for them. A lot of people have a go at choosing and using keywords, but they don't understand what it actually is that makes a keyword that sells. And what that is it's choosing keywords that are used, number one, by people, by your ideal customers that are searching on Google right now. These are customers that if your page popped up in front of them, they would want to buy from you. You're selling exactly what they're looking for. And number two, it's the keywords that are used by the biggest number of those ideal customers. So your ideal customers will be using multiple different phrases to describe the product or service that you sell. And what we're looking for are the highest volume keywords. And don't worry if this isn't making perfect sense to you right now, because I'm going to walk you through the process of finding them, and it's as easy as pie. It really is. In fact, we learned this, Rick and I learned this process from a guy called Mark Atwood, who built a website for a friend of ours just over maybe 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago actually. And her business was doing about $5 grand a month when he built the website for her, and with the new website within 6 months she was doing $40 grand a month. So I found out as she was accelerating up that curve of revenue, I found out about this, and we were thinking about getting some work done on our website. So we had a Skype call with this guy, and he explained this principle of keywords, which he says is fundamental to all online marketing, and it really just, from that minute, it opened our eyes, and it made me wonder how I'd ever sold anything online without understanding this thing about keywords that sell. So and then to carry the story on, he ended up doing some work for us on our website. We actually did ourselves. He explained the keyword exercise to us that I'm about to show to you. We did that on our website, and our businesses just took off. We applied it to one business, and then we just applied it to all of them, and they took off as a result. And I'm gonna show you exactly what we did. In fact, I've since, let me think about it, probably 18 months ago now, I started telling other businesses about this principle of keywords that sell, and as a result, I now do this little exercise I'm about to show you for about 300 quid for a small website, 500, 600 quid for bigger websites. So what you're about to learn would cost you £300 normally, but you're gonna get it for free, and just because I think everyone should know it. I think it's gold information for a business owner. Okay, so enough about the theory, and let's dive into the exercise. Right, so there's quite a few different free keyword tools that you can get online. I'm going to show you how to use the one that's inside Google AdWords, which is free. It's free to set up an account. Just find AdWords in the search, click on the link, and go through. And if you've not got an account, then it'll just walk you through the process of setting up your first advert. But when you get to the end of it, you can click through into the admin panel without having to spend any money. You don't have to set your ad off running. So if it asks you card details and stuff, then don't worry about that. It's not going to take any money off you, and you'll land inside the AdWords admin panel. And what you're looking at in this top bar is the Tools tab and then the Keyword Planner tab. So what I'm going to show you will work. It's really principle based. So any of the free keyword tools online, you'll be able to use this exact same technique. It's no different. It's just the tools that I'm choosing to use for it, just the ones that I'm used to. So don't worry if you've not got an AdWords account. If you want to use it, if you've got a different account, you'll be able to use that. So as I walk you through the process, then I'll show you exactly what to do. So inside of the keyword planner, you want to click on under Find New Keywords, search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category, and then what you've got in this box here is this is where you want to be entering the words that you would describe your product and service. So this brings me to the first sort of major principle about keywords, which is that really you should be looking at keywords per product or service. Ideally, on your website, you would have a specific page on it for each of your different products or services, and then you would find a group of keywords that go with that best describe that particular product or service, and then you're optimizing that particular website page for people who are looking for that particular product or service. So the real takeaway from this lesson is focus on one particular product or service, or one particular type of products or services, if that's how your website is set up. If you've got multiple products but they're all one type of product, then that's what you should use. Don't try to come up with keywords that describe everything that your business does. Just focus on one particular product or service at a time, if you can do that with the way that your website's set up. So okay, so we've got an ongoing project at the moment which is related to it's a company that sells man-made diamonds, and it's quite a cool product actually. It's it's an interesting product. So we've decided on a number of different pages for the website, and for this particular exercise, I'm going to show you. We're going to go through a process of finding the keywords for man-made diamonds. So they've got multiple pages on their website selling coloured diamonds, selling diamond engagement rings, all different kinds of products. But this page is just focused on selling it's just for people who are looking for the diamond itself, a man-made diamond. So what you've got to put in this box are all the different ways that you would describe that product or service. So this is a major mistake that people make. People tend to think of keywords as the different ways that they would describe their product or service, but that's what you should be doing at this point. You should be putting in all of your ideas into a keyword planner or free keyword tool. You should be saying, right, this is how I would describe my product or service, and then the tool will say, right, okay, this is how your market describes the product or service. And they'll tell you what people are actually searching for. In some cases, you might guess at a keyword which is, searched for very highly by your target market, in which case that's a good guess. But in my experience, it's pretty rare that you will guess the best keywords. So I'll show you a really good little tip that I only learned quite recently, actually. But so man-made diamonds is our product. So if you just go to Google, just not any Google page, and just type in that man-made diamonds. Okay, so what you want really in this page of your keyword planner is you want to put as many different ideas in there as possible, different ways of describing that product or service. And Google's got this. It's got one little feature where you type in the word, and you see it gives you these suggestions below, which are all very similar to this word, this keyword that you've typed in. And by the way, a keyword is this entire phrase. It's not each individual word. It's the entire phrase. It's a key phrase, to be honest with you, but keyword, key phrase, it's the same thing. So man-made diamonds I've typed in, and I'm looking for different ways of describing a man-made diamond. All these say the same thing, man-made diamonds. So if you go down to the bottom of the page, you can see down here, this is where it gives you suggestions. So we've got so we've got lab-made diamonds. So that's a good one. So I'll go lab-made diamonds. What else have we got? Nexus Diamond. I know that's a brand, so I don't want that. Lab-created diamonds. Let's do that one. Okay, Apollo Diamond, that's a brand. Man-made, Asher Diamond, Diamond Synthetic Diamond. Okay, and then let's click on one of these and see where that takes us, and just get a few more ideas. Honestly, the more time that you spend on this little exercise, the more money you're going to make in the long run, because you spend an extra few minutes on this. It's the words that you find might generate thousands for you every month. So yeah, a few minutes is well worth your time. So we've got synthetic diamonds, lab diamonds. Have I used lab diamonds? lab made, so let's go lab diamonds. Okay, and then synthetic, best synthetic. Okay, so I think, okay, so we've got a nice little collection of words there. We're going to leave that box now. So all these words are different words that describe the same products or service on one page of my website. Okay, your landing page, don't worry about that. Your product category, don't worry about that. Targeting, okay, we are targeting just the United Kingdom with this particular website. So let's remove United States out of there. If you want to add in any other countries, like if I was looking for France, you just type in France there, click it, and it'll add France in. So what this is doing is it's looking into its database of where people are typing in the keywords. So this would bring up keywords searched in France and the UK. What I want is just in the UK, because in France they might describe it in a different way. So I don't want to optimize my site for people searching in France. I want to optimize it for the way that people searching within the UK search. It's going to look over the last 12 months, United Kingdom. It's going to look on Google. Don't worry about any of the others and just click get ideas. So what it's going to pull up now are a set of what's called ad groups, and in each ad group is a set of keywords. So let's click there, man-made diamonds, and then I can see man-made diamonds. I've got man-made diamond rings, man-made diamond engagement ring, blah blah, and you can see their average number of monthly searches in this column. Okay, and they're really the only two things that you need to worry about. The competition and suggested bid, that's more to do with if you're actually going to do a pay-per-click campaign, which we're not going to get into in this video. So you can see we've just looked inside one of these ad groups, man-made diamonds, and there's multiple ad groups. Look at them all. There's tons of them. You can see their wedding bands, 14,000, over 14,000, jewellery, over 31,000. So there's a ton of traffic for these kind of related words. So we don't really want to do any editing here. All we want to do is just collect all this information into an Excel spreadsheet, or whatever spreadsheet tool you use. So if you just click download, and then hopefully it will, and there we go, save file. So you see, I think just before the screen disappeared, it said there was about 900 different keywords there. Okay, and there they are. So let me just take you through setting up this spreadsheet. If you just open out all these columns, what you're going to see, what we really care about, let's just delete that column C. Okay, so we've got our average number of monthly searches, we've got the actual keyword, and then we've got the ad group. And as you scroll down, you can see all the different ad groups: lab diamond, cut diamond, yellow diamond, synthetic diamond. Okay, now what we need to do, this is the labour intensive part. This is why I can charge a few £100 for people to do this exercise, because it does take a little bit of time, but it applies more than ever in this exercise. The amount of time that you spend, the amount of detail that you focus on analysing this list is going to make you thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even more down the line, because you only need to do this exercise once for that product or service. After that, it's just a refining exercise every now and then. But this main exercise you only need to do once. So the first thing that I'll do, I'll just show you how I set my sheet up, just so I can analyse it in as quick a way as possible. I'll just highlight that top row and put a filter on there, which is that little auto filter button, and then I'll just freeze that top row there. So that allows me to scroll down, and it keeps my headings at the top, so everything carries on making sense. The next thing that I'll do is I'll just do a right click in that column there, or a double click, or whatever you do, and then just an insert, so I've got an extra column there. So what I want to do now is I want to go down this list, and I want to look for keywords that describe accurately what we sell, what this page is selling. Now this is where you are going to find keywords that sell versus just other keywords. Now, but the way that we were taught how to do this is quite a simple system, and it's like a traffic light system. So you've got red, amber, and green. So Red keywords are basically describing the words in this list that describe something that you don't sell. That's not on that page. So let me just scroll down and find an example of a red keyword. So 6-carat diamond ring. Well, I know that these lab diamonds don't go over 2 carats. So a 6-carat diamond ring would be a red keyword. Okay, 5-carat diamond ring. You see, the majority of this list will be red keywords. So an amber keyword would be a keyword that describes what you sell on that page, but it doesn't describe it very specifically. So let's have a look for some examples of those. So you've got man-made diamond, lab diamonds UK. So diamonds UK. Okay, so that would make an amber keyword because it is diamonds and it is, you know, they're being sold in the UK. They are diamonds, but they're not you know, it's not specific lab diamonds or man-made diamonds. So this is where you see a lot of people make a big mistake because they will choose a word like Diamonds UK to sell a product which is man-made diamonds. The reason they usually do it is because is an even better example. Diamond Rings UK. The reason they'll do it is because they see this number there, which means that there's 2,900 searches a month. So the logical thinking is, okay, so that might not be exactly what I'm selling, but there's 2,900 searches a month, so I'm going to get a lot of traffic to my site. That's not true. If there's a lot of people searching for this term, that means that there's almost certainly a ton of people selling it, people who have probably got a lot of budget who do sell specifically diamond rings. So if you optimize your page for amber keywords, in most cases, you're not going to get hardly any traffic. And I would guess that if you've got a problem with getting traffic from search engines, or if you are spending a lot of money on paid traffic and not getting a lot of sales, this could be one of your problems, is you're using amber keywords, which is attracting a lot of traffic from people who just aren't your ideal customer. A very small percentage of that traffic is a potential customer to you. So what you should be using are green keywords, and the way to do it is to go through this list and just literally, this is the painstaking bit, is to go through this list one by one and stick a G everywhere that you see a green keyword. And I'm not going to do them all in this exercise, so you don't have to sit through this with me, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. So man-made diamonds UK, yeah. Lab-made diamonds, synthetic diamond, yeah. Lab-created diamond rings. Well, we're just selling diamonds on this page, so I'm not going to take rings. Lab diamonds, yeah. Man-made engagement rings, no. Synthetic diamond, see, that's rings. Created diamonds, yeah. Diamond rings, diamonds for sale. See, diamonds for sale is an amber. Diamond rings is an amber. Buy diamonds, lab diamond rings, synthetic diamond rings. Buy. So I'll tell you what we can do here. When you start seeing a little pattern emerging like this, what you can do is you can if you didn't see what I just did there, you can go to the keyword column and just type in rings. And that brings up everything that contains rings, and what you can do is just delete all of those out of your list. It's going to save you a ton of time. Look how many there are with rings then. We're not selling rings on this page, so we don't care about rings. So just highlight all those, do a right click, delete row, there. My job's just got a lot quicker. So let's open the list back up again. Okay, so synthetic diamonds UK, okay, let's do that, Diamond sale, diamond. Okay, so you can see that on the left hand side is a little tip for you to help speed things up. In this ad group, you're going to get anything that says UK and diamond in it. Now, if you want to look for the ad groups that are more likely to have a lot of good words in for you, there, man-made diamonds. That means everything is going to have man-made diamond in it. So we've got A there. See, that's got ring in it. See, we deleted everything with rings in it, not ring. That's a mistake I've made. Okay, so best man-made diamonds. How are man-made diamonds made? Okay, so here's an interesting one. This is just one that I've learned from experience. When someone's looking for a word like this, which is how are man-made diamonds made, that doesn't mean that they're shopping for your product. Or for my product in this case. That means it's someone looking for information about that product. It could be a load of students sat around arguing about how man-made diamonds are made. It could be someone who's looking to buy the product. But in my opinion, those kind of unless I mean you're only looking at 10 searches a month. So in my opinion, I would make that an amber keyword. I'm sorry, I've called those amber. Those should be green keywords. So what is a man? And I'm only highlighting amber keywords where I'm a little bit unsure. If I get to the end of this exercise and I've not got that many green keywords, then I will use keywords like this. I will use these amber keywords because just to bulk up the numbers. But really, I'm just looking for green keywords. So what is a man-made diamond? Man-made diamond versus real man-made diamond reviews. Okay, and then you see in this next list, lab diamonds. So lab-grown diamonds is green. Green, lab-grown diamond. What lab diamond ring, diamond labs. Princess cut diamond. Okay, so now we're into cut diamonds. Right, I'm not going to go through any more. I think I've shown you a few different examples there. So what I want to do now is just hide everything other than my green keywords. And you can see that we have all of these different search terms, all of these different monthly searches for these search terms. So let's just reorganize this in descending order so I can see that man-made diamonds UK, that is my best green keyword. Okay, and that gives me 140 searches a month, and we're looking at total of 780 searches a month. Now I've only completed this, this exercise would probably take 20 minutes, half an hour or so maybe 20 minutes if I wasn't talking at the same time, and I would expect this list to be sort of 2 to 3 times as big, just from how many we've got from the first few ad groups. So what this tells me is that man-made diamonds UK, if I want the way that keyword, what I'm going to show you in the next video is how to actually use these keywords on your pages, and every page on your website should have one what I call primary keyword, and then a set of sort of secondary keywords. And what this is telling me then is that the primary keyword, the highest searched specific keyword for this product on this page, is man-made diamonds UK. It's that specific phrase, and then I've got a couple that are pretty decent as well at 110, and then I've got lab created diamonds UK, which are both 90s, and then these ones, these 10s and 20s, that's as low as it goes. It won't give you any results below 10 anyway, so these ones aren't as important. And I'd select probably 5 or 6, something like that. So let's go down to there to 70, and then everything of 40 below we're not including. So these are the words that we're gonna use in the rest of the exercise. Actually, when I finish this video, what I'll probably do is go through the rest of the page and find all the other keywords, all the other green keywords, and then we can use those later on in another video. So that's it. That's how to find keywords that sell. And I hope I've explained it clearly to you. I hope you feel like you could have a go at that now. That is as complicated as this thing gets. That is the most, it's not, well, you can't really call it complicated, but that's as tough as this whole exercise gets. Everything that we're showing you really is as simple as that, but more importantly, this is really, really influential stuff over how much traffic that you get to your business and how much money your business makes. In my experience, in the last 18 months working with a lot of different businesses who've spent tens of thousands of pounds having websites built by so-called experts, none of the companies that I've worked with, when I've looked at their websites, I mean, they come to us because they're not making money online. So they come to us asking what the problem is, and the first thing I always look at is the keywords that they're using, and do a quick keyword exercise myself. And in my experience, not one company that I've worked with has done this exercise, and this is a fundamental exercise. I'm sure that you can see just from going through it once that actually knowing for sure what keywords are being searched for, and which ones most importantly are being searched for the most for what you sell, there is nothing more important than knowing that when you're setting your website up and when you're setting your traffic up. So you now know how to do that. In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to apply these keywords to all the right places in your web page. You don't need any technical knowledge. I'm gonna break it down, make it really simple for you. It's a much quicker job to do than the exercise that I've just walked you through. But equally important at the same time, it's gonna set you up for starting to build a level of free traffic that's just going to keep increasing, and with the foundation of knowledge that you've just got about understanding keywords, then you're going to get a ton of value out of this next exercise. You wouldn't be able to do this this next exercise without understanding what you've just done. So you're now at a level above most of your competition, if not all of your competition, just from watching this short video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to start dominating that competition, applying this knowledge to really run your market. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.